I'm not a French speaker. I'm sorry. I tried.
What will you learn? What will you learn?
Hi everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I'm going to be recommending 10 shades I think you should probably consider picking up if you're choosing to shop the Mooncat sale. Mooncat just announced their next Lunar sale, which starts on October 24th. If you missed it, last month I did record my top 12 favorite Mooncat polishes, which I'll have linked in the description box. If you like this style of video, don't forget to give this video a big old like. Let me know in the comment section. For the Lunar sale, it's going to be 20% off site-wide. I will talk more on all of the sale information at the end of the video because I feel like you clicked on this because you want to see what polishes I recommend picking up. For disclosure, a large majority of the polishes in this video were polishes that Mooncat did send to me in PR or for sponsored posts. This video, however, is not sponsored at all. Just it does feature products that Mooncat did send to me in the past. So let's get started. The first polish that I highly recommend you pick up is called the Sea Between Us. The Sea Between Us is a flaky bomb. It's in a blue jelly base and has some gorgeous iridescent flakies. The Sea Between Us was originally released in the Songs of Siren collection, which I'm fairly confident that I do have a video on. I will link my playlist that has all of my Mooncat swatch and reviews in there for people to look at if you want to look at it to get some more inspiration for things that Mooncat does release. The Sea Between Us is a beautiful flaky bomb. This has like a lot of like medium to larger side flakies in it. There also is a very delicate holographic sparkle in this polish. I am fairly confident that my swatch is going to be showing this one in 3 coats, I think. I do feel like it's a 2 to 3 coater depending on how you feel about visible nail line. But like the flakies are just absolutely gorgeous in this one. Okay, I'm definitely cheating right now, but no one can tell me that I can't do that. For this next one, I picked out Maelstrom, which was also in the Songs of Siren collection. It is basically a darker version of the last polish, but I couldn't decide between the two, so I decided to throw them both in because I really like both of them. Also, if I call Maelstrom Maelstrom, ignore that because I feel like I always call this one Maelstrom. And I have to like tell myself, no, it's Maelstrom, Maelstrom. I always call it Maelstrom and I don't know why. On the nail, Maelstrom has a very kind of turquoisey tealy vibe. I think the base itself is like a deeper blue, but those kind of iridescent flakies that have that kind of gold, green, blue color shift to them. Nutter. What are you doing? You don't like my hand? Oh, it smells like hand lotion. I'm sorry. Cats are rude. Maelstrom very much gives off like sea witch vibes. This is just a really, really, really beautiful polish. I feel like this one also has a lot of hype in the Mooncat community. I feel like it does. If it doesn't, it really should. I will give a warning of staining for this one though. I feel like I remember this one staining my natural nails one time. So just staining warning. Do with that information what you will. And Maelstrom also does have that same kind of like very light dusting of holographic sparkle. I feel like for this particular polish, I wouldn't buy this one specifically for the holo. Like the flakies for sure are the star of the show. So I do consider this one a 2 or 3 coater depending on your own personal preference. I found that when I've swatched this one out, to get the same depth of color that you see in the bottle, I would recommend 3 coats unless you want for thicker layers of 2 coats. But I have to say, choosing to layer this one up in 3 coats, you get such a beautiful depth in the flakies. It has that kind of like pond style effect, like a pond manicure. And you really just get much more depth on your nail when you wear these kind of polishes in 3 coats as opposed to 2. And I know some of y'all are really just set on being 2 coat hoes. No.
Like that. Like, I don't like that. Like, I don't like it, okay?
You are really set on being 2 coater people and like, listen, if you want to wear specialty finishes, you have to get over that. Like you're gonna have to do 3 coats. Just get over it, do the 3rd coat. Next up we have Green-Eyed Monster. I did talk about this one in my favorite Mooncat polishes video. So I'm throwing this one in here as my glow-in-the-dark polish for Mooncat, but technically, I honestly recommend every single glow-in-the-dark polish that Mooncat has. Green-Eyed Monster is like a milky white kind of crelly-like base, and it has a green shimmer, and it also glows in the dark green. Mooncat is in my top 3 brands that I recommend if you want a really good glow-in-the-dark polish. So this one I threw in here as a, hey, check out any of their glow-in-the-darks. And admittedly, I don't generally wear a lot of nail polishes that are glow-in-the-dark, even though I'm currently wearing one right now. But I don't know, I feel like it's good to have at least one glow-in-the-dark polish, so I feel like Green-Eyed Monster is a good one to have. I don't know, I feel like for wearing white nail polishes, I can't just walk around just wearing like a white nail. It has to have like glitter or something in it. And I feel like the shimmer in here is like kind of delicate and not as like bow, 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 bow as I prefer my polishes to be. but this one is just like really fun for glow in the dark. So Garden of Evil originally came out in the Seasons of Persephone collection, which I feel like that collection, the promotion for that was really fun. I feel like a lot of people hated the promotion. So Garden of Evil is a really fun kind of like almost prugly leaning polish. It has like a medium to like slightly deeper green base and a really vibrant pinkish purpley shimmer. And it also has like a very light dusting of holographic. Not so light that like you can't see, hi Fluffernutter. The holographic glittering here, there's just enough of it that you can very easily see and it's like all over your nail, but it's not like it's a holographic polish in that way. Like it's definitely like a shimmer with hollow as opposed to a hollow with shimmer. Can you please stop scratching my chair? When trying to decide on which 10 polishes I was going to talk about for this video, when I was looking at this particular collection, I couldn't decide if I wanted to do this particular polish or do Fields of Elysium. They're really similar polishes. I'll have a comparison of the two because I remember doing a comparison for those. But I feel like for the two, I definitely prefer Garden of Evil over Fields of Elysium, and not just because I can't say Elysium.
What will you learn? What will you learn?
The shimmer in Garden of Evil is also very color shifty. The predominant colors that you see on your nail are going to be like this purpley pinkish kind of color, but on the nail you get a whole variety of color shifty goodness with this one. So I feel like this definitely wins as far as like color shifty goodness goes. Don't be mad at me. Okay, don't be mad right now. The next polish up is Imperial Stormtrooper.
Fool this man!
I know. Technically, yes, the polishes that are a part of the collaborations are not in fact going to be on sale, but I feel like as far as like my own collection goes, and not to sound braggy, but like I own a lot of nail polish. I've been buying nail polish for quite a while, and I do not own a single other nail polish that is like this one. And I wanted to add it to this video, even though it's not technically on sale. Just throw it into your cart with some things that are on sale to kind of level things out.
That just makes no sense.
Imperial Stormtrooper is a thermal nail polish, but it's also a magnetic. Did he knock my camera? Did it turn? It did turn. Nutter, you knocked the camera. This is like a gray to like blackish kind of thermal. So in the warm state, you have like this really nice like gunmetal gray. And in the cold state, it's like a very, very, very dark gray that leans kind of black. Like whether or not you call it a black cold state or a dark gray cold state is going to be completely up to you. But it also has a silver magnetic pigment in here. So you're getting like a double finish. And honestly, truthfully, I feel like with Mooncat's $18 price point for a thermal nail polish, I feel like out of all of the thermals in the Mooncat catalog, Imperial Stormtrooper is probably the only one that I could really see myself spending that $18 price point on. So I wanted to throw this one here because like I really like that one. I think it's of note, and like now that I'm talking about it again, I feel like I want to wear it before thermal season. I mean, thermal season is not gonna be, we're thermal season for a couple more months. So yeah, I want to wear it before thermal season is over again because like I just think that's a really fun shade. And for such an expensive price point, I feel like that one for sure is like up there for me. And speaking of magnetics, the next one up is called La Petite Mort.
Here we go again.
Listen, y'all already know English words are hard, okay? It's hard. French words, harder. I'm not a French speaker. I'm sorry. I tried. La Petite Mort. Another magnetic. I feel like this is another one of the more unique combination polishes in the Mooncat catalog. So you have this like beautiful icy kind of blue base. You have like a rainbow of iridescent flakies, and then there's also a silver magnetic pigment in this polish. I admittedly am not in fact like an icy nail polish type of person. I don't really care for them, but there was something about the colors and just how this one was done that like I have thought about this one on multiple occasions. This one actually got cut out in my favorite Mooncat polishes series. I put in Portrait of an Introvert instead of this one because I feel like I wore that one more than I wore this one. But this one like just made the cutoff because like I love it. It's so cool. It's so pretty. And I feel like out of my personal magnetic nail polish collection, this one is another one that is fairly unique to my collection. I feel like I can't have like a non-swatch and review for Mooncat and not bring up Ego Stroker 9000. I mentioned this one in my favorite Mooncat polishes video because I am a simple girl. It sounds like and it's pink. I love it. I love it. Ego Stroker 9000 is a very like saturated bright pink that's not so bright that it feels like it's not neon pink. It's just a very deep saturated pink. I feel like it's pretty like good for this particular season that we're in. It's a linear holographic, but it also has this it also has this metallic pigment in it. So when you're not seeing like the full-on rainbows, you're getting a very like metallic-y kind of chrome-ish kind of look on your nails, but not the kind of metallic-y chrome that leaves like a lot of brush strokes. It's like beep, bop, boop, bop, boop. That kind of metallic. Jesus. And again, I will fully admit, I love this one because the name makes me laugh because it sounds like a but it's also pink. And I feel like this would be a really good polish to have in your nail polish collection. And if you're like me and you own 20,000 different pink linear holographics, I personally do think that this does look different from your typical linear holo because of that added kind of metallic-y chrominess that it has. These next couple of polishes are definitely like older Mooncat polishes. I'm honestly kind of hoping that if I keep talking about them, that people will buy them and Mooncat will release more polishes like them. So that's how we're explaining the next couple of polishes. This next polish is called Blame It on My Star Sign. It is a gray jelly base with holographic gray glitter in here. This is a full coverage glitter. It's absolutely stunning. I am honestly truly surprised that this polish has not already been discontinued because I feel like I very rarely hear anybody talking about this polish. For the people who want like bling blam blow in their nail polish, you want that, you want this. This is an absolutely beautiful color. I love it to pieces. Because this is a glitter, it obviously is going to dry down fairly textured. If you're using the Mooncat top coat, you're going to want at least 2 layers of top coat to smooth everything out. This is in fact a glitter. It is going to be incredibly difficult to remove if you are foolish and scrub your nail polish off. I would recommend the soak off method for pretty much everything in this little wrap up thing, but like for this type of polish for sure, definitely use the soak off method. I have a video of the soak off method. I did this video years ago. It's still here on the channel. I'll have it linked in the cards and in the description box. This next polish is another glitter, shocker. It's called Heart of Stone. For Heart of Stone, it's less of like a glitter bomb like the last polish and more of like a gray base. It has like a pink shimmer. There is definitely a variety of holographic happening in this polish. As I mentioned in my favorites Mooncat video, this is one of my all-time favorite Mooncat polishes. This is also one of the first Mooncats that I ever purchased. And I will 1000% always recommend this polish to people. It is absolutely beautiful. When I first was swatching this one out, I liked it so much that I opted wearing it on both hands. If you pay attention in my videos, my hands never match. They never, ever match. And so if I like something so much that I'm wearing it on both hands at the same time, that's really something of note. I'm sure you've made it this far in the video and you're saying to yourself,
I want to know where to go. I want to go.
How the heck has Nicole not brought up gold once yet in this video? And you are correct, I didn't. So that's now why this next polish is called I'm an MF Supernova. If it's one thing I'm gonna do is recommend gold, and we have a gold holographic micro glitter polish. This is basically the same formula as Blame It on My Star Sign, just like a holographic gold glitter version of it. If you've been watching my favorites videos, you know for sure I have basically a gold holographic micro glitter polish for every single brand that I buy from. If you don't already have a gold holographic micro glitter polish, like I would highly recommend this one. This one's really good. I love it as an accent nail in particular. I feel like everybody's nail polish collection should definitely have at least one gold micro glitter polish, especially if it's a hollow one. I feel like especially since we're gearing up towards like the holiday season coming up, I feel like if you're not doing at least one gold accent nail for your manicures, you're manicuring wrong.
I said what I said.
You need gold. You need a gold finger. I feel like you feel extra fancy with at least one gold nail. I don't make the rules. This is just a fact. You are gonna be extra fancy at your like holiday dinners when you've got like your little gold accent nail blinging out. And I feel like this particular polish, this is what you want in like a blinged out accent nail. And the final polish that I'm recommending folks pick up for the Mooncat sale is Flight of the Monarchs. I feel like this is probably one of like Mooncat's top sellers on the website. I did purchase this one because of the hype, and I feel like the hype is well deserved. While on Mooncat's website, they do describe Flight of the Monarchs as being an orange lacquer filled with a color shifting orange to amber to pink to purple shimmer. I swear to God, I keep thinking that this one has a purple base. Whatever the color of this is, it is really pretty. You do see that orange, pink, purple, All of the colors are on the nail. It's absolutely beautiful, 1000% worth the hype. And if you know me, you know I do not buy a ton of just like shimmer polishes because I feel like I have every color that is imaginable. So I don't really buy them super often, but I did pick up Fly the Marks on sale a few years ago, and I have worn it multiple times since I purchased it. And again, I've got a really big collection and I don't often wear the same thing multiple times. And the fact that every time I go into my Mooncat drawer, this one is the one that I see, I'm like, ooh, let me just put it on.
Wow.
As far as Mooncat's sale goes, it starts October 24th at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and the sale closes on November 2nd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Use code LUNAR20 to save 20% off of the Mooncat website during the sale. So this is going to be a site-wide sale. The only exceptions to the 20% off are going to be gift cards, collab collections like the Star Wars collection, and then you also can't stack that 20% with other discounts or codes. Mooncat doesn't really do a ton of sales, so if you have been thinking about shopping the brand, this would be a good time to shop the brand. This particular sale is coming as a bit of a surprise to me. I had thought that Mooncat wasn't going to be doing these lunar sales anymore. I was under the impression that their sale was going to be taking place during Black Friday when like everybody else is doing their sales. I would love to know, for those of you who are planning on shopping this sale, what you're planning on picking up. I'd also like to know everyone's thoughts and feelings on Mooncat having the sale be in October as opposed to November. Before we end today's video, I want to give a very special shout to my channel members, Shenanigang, Story fans, your names of course all on the screen right now. And don't forget, channel members in the Shenanigang tier or higher, we do have a members only live stream happening on Friday. So if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a big ol' like, as well as hype the channel up if you have access to that feature here on YouTube. I still don't, but you know, hype the video up would be lovely. And of course, if you have not yet already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So just thank you all for joining me for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a lovely weekend. Happy shopping. If you're on a low buy, you can still do it. Have a good weekend, folks. Bye.